All right, y'all. This is the last video of the day. Hope you guys watched every other video. If you haven't, I will pick the first video that I posted today right here. Hey, it's gonna be a great one. So stay tuned. Let's get right into it.
Oh, and another thing, if I'm a tourist and you a tourist, and I'm born in May and you born in April, what we not finna do is sit here and pick who the best. Like, we're tourists. We're both the fucking best. Like, let's be for real. We're both the fucking best. We already gotta worry about other zodiac signs calling us lazy and food freaks and shit. Huh? You think I'm finna argue with you? We're both the best, bitch. Carry on. Oh.
We got Whitney Houston.
Looking at you.
My bad. My bad. I did not mean to say that. Wendy Williams. My bad. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Behind that window, which is the only way I can communicate with you now. It feels like you're screaming for help. Are you allowed to go out?
No. In the last 30 days, I went out twice.
This sounds more like a prison than independence.
I want my rights back. I want my freedom back.
TMZ presents Saving Wendy, now streaming on Tubi. Looking at you.
I was just watching that. I wouldn't. I mean, if you really was a Wendy Williams type of person, you know, if you want to see what's going on, hey, go watch it now.
Wendy Williams is locked in a room in an assisted living facility in New York. That's her. The only way I could interview her was to have a camera in the street because we can't get a camera in. She can't really have any visitors. She cannot go outside. She's been out twice in the last 30 days. She has no internet. She, and I think rightly says, she feels like a prisoner. Are you allowed to go out?
No. In the last 30 days, I went out twice.
She is in a guardianship. And I got to tell you, Lauren, if you saw the Lifetime documentary on her when she was deep into alcohol a couple of years ago, it made sense to have a guardianship. Wendy is sober now. She is fine. I have spoken with her for hours and hours, as have many others. And everybody comes up with the same conclusion. She's back to the old Wendy. Yet, she's not only in a guardianship, it's a guardianship that has essentially locked her up and thrown away the key. She has been diagnosed with something called frontotemporal dementia. That's what Bruce Willis has. That condition never gets better. It only gets worse. There is a similar diagnosis called alcohol-induced dementia. That can get better. Wendy is an alcoholic, and she was deep into alcohol. But the fact is, when you look at her 2 years ago, she's gotten better. There's no question. And was this a misdiagnosis? And if so, you know, she's going to get a reevaluation. But for some reason, the Guardian said, we don't think the diagnosis is going to change. How can the Guardian say that? The Guardians only talk to her like once a month. Wendy Williams is...
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'll check it out, see what's going on in there.
Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of. Right. Wendy, tell us what's going on.
Well, first of all, to start with, I am not cognitively impaired. You know what I'm saying? No. But I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad. Like, I'm exhausted thinking about what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose. What? I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like fucked up.
Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservative.
Excuse me, my bad. I didn't.
So Apple was telling us to update our phones or else. So I just read an article on Forbes.com where it's saying that Apple is telling us to update our phone to the 18.3.1 update or else. And when I say or else, they mean or else we gonna have some problems. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at this shit right here. And this is the article for the people that don't believe. I don't believe that. Apple wouldn't say, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Read it, screenshot it. So in but so many words, they're saying if we don't update our phones to the new update, we're gonna have some security issues. We don't care about security issues. We care about TikTok, because everybody that hasn't updated their phone, and I know you haven't updated your phone because Apple wouldn't even be saying this, we haven't updated our phone because TikTok is not in the iOS store. And y'all are definitely not going to debo us and tell us, yo, we need to do you fix what you got to fix, and we'll fix what we have to fix. That's just about it. Talking about security, we've been had security issue. What about Starlink? What about that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you giving our information to the feds. That's security issues.
YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only.
It's about conflict resolution. It's in that Final Call newspaper. A lot of our people are obese, overweight, don't know how to eat. Every Final Call newspaper that y'all read, if y'all open it up, there's a section called How to Eat to Live, teaching you how to eat to live. And the bean pot got a navy bean in it. A lot of y'all, pretty much all of us, got our cell phones in our hands. Or bias. Well, y'all pretty sure y'all know that cell phone is got radiation that's going out, right? The Navy bean fights radiation. The minister said that during Savior's Day a couple of years ago that, you know, the Navy bean helps you fight radiation. So the Navy bean soup and the bean pies, they actually good. It's like an upgraded sweet potato pie. But it got ingredients in it that's coming to save you, man. So I thought of things about conflict resolution is in that Final.
Hey. So I'm Allison. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. JD. Hey, nice to meet you.
That's sad, man. Having to see Kanye having to do something like this. That's sad. I think he sold his soul. I mean, hey, man, he ain't no way somebody's gonna be that big, man. Crazy. But that's what comes with that industry, right? Sucks.
And I just signed with Rockefeller Records as an artist, and Dame said the joint coming out this year, and my first single got Most Def, Freeway, and the Harlem Boys Cry on it.
Hey.
This performance wasn't just about entertainment. It was filled with subliminals, symbolism, and a statement that went way beyond the music. Right. So in this video, we're breaking it all down. What Kendrick was really trying to communicate and why this might be one of the most important Super Bowl performances we've ever seen.
And you can say what you want, like Kendrick Lamar, a sellout. He sold his soul. He with the industry too, because you can't be at the point where you're performing at the Grammys, you getting all these nominees. That door would have got closed on you. Like Nora said, the door get closed at a certain point. But the fact that Kendrick at these levels getting hundreds of millions of views doing these albums, wearing the Jesus Christ thorns and shit like that, you know he doing some type of rituals that's not on his behalf that he don't want to do. But I can look at somebody and look at what's going on in the industry and take the message, because these people are just vessels. They getting used as vessels anyway. So if you think it ain't a back and forth spiritual warfare with what Kendrick is doing, and he ain't trying to throw some gems, there's gems to be took. But what you looking for? You looking for the gems, or you looking for it to be, that's a distraction, he's a sellout, he's in Hollywood, he's this and that. Like, you can't focus on that for sure. But what else is going on? What else is being revealed? Oh, well, it's all just, okay. Well, if that's the case, nigga, go in the middle of the woods and stop looking at anything, you know?
Right. Let's start with some of the basics. What I'd consider the less exciting, but still, this performance was...
It's official. The beef is finally over. I've never seen a human being get done this terrible. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. First of all, Buddy walked out with an iced out A minor chain. Diabolical, but it gets worse.
I want to perform their favorite song but you know they love to sue.
But you know they love to sue. He really said that.
Family, you see this? This is the North Pole. Look, family, over here they store all the seeds. And you see this, family? This is the South Pole. Here is where McMurdo Station is, the largest research center in the Antarctic. On this 1587 map, this means that the South Pole is over here and the North Pole is over here. On this new map, this means that the North Pole is over here and the South Pole is over here. As you can see, the North Pole leads to nowhere and the South Pole continues. And this map shows us what is beyond the South Pole. You see the ice wall and more continents and land. The North Pole, they use it to save seeds and all of those things. And the South Pole, they use to do research and build research facilities. Again, North Pole is on top, South Pole is below. And this is how the inside of a station looks like. This is how they sleep, family. Look, 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 look. Again, family, you see.
Above, so below. In order to understand the earth, you must understand the sky. To understand yourself, you must understand the earth. As you go through this, what you begin to see is that we are all related in a natural progression. And that if ever you need to find out an answer to the most challenging of problems or challenges that you have, just go back to nature. Whenever we had a problem, we went back to the source, which is nature. Nature will answer all things. And I just use like a dog as an example. When a dog gets sick,
he goes for his medicine.
Eats grass, drinks water, and rests. Don't go to no doctor. Just eat grass, which is the herbs, drinks water, which flushes out the problem, and rests. That's nature. That's all we need to do. As above, so below. In order to understand.
So this is the guy that hoped on Kendrick Lamar car. I guess he was doing some work on that car or something.
Gonna be somebody's old car.
Tyler Burns, owner of A1 Auto Spa, says he was never specifically told who the car was for or how it would be used.
The day I did it, the very next day they were shipping the car out. So I had to make sure in that little 6-hour window that I had that I was able to get as much of the scratches and swirls and, you know, put some protection on there.
But after working on it for 6 hours, he pieced together enough to make sure he watched the Super Bowl halftime show.
I mean, it was unreal. I was really excited.
First thing he says went through his head.
He's standing on it. He's scratching the hood. He's gonna, you know, giving me PTSD, but, you know, I just thought it was gonna be something.
If you eat 1 meal a day and fast 3 days out of a month, he said, you'll hardly ever get sick. He said, but if you don't want to ever get sick, just eat 1 meal and then nothing the next day and then eat 1 meal every other day. Think about that. He said that at the most you may get sick once every 2 or 3 years. He said, but if you want to take it to another level, like the ancient patriarchs that lived to be 1,000 years of age, did you know that before Noah, all the way from Adam to Noah, the average life expectancy for man was 912 years of age? Regular years the way we count them. Adam was 930 when he died. The oldest man in the scripture is named Methuselah, 969. How'd you live to be almost 1,000? He ate 1 meal, fasted 3 days, and then ate another meal. Food affects mood. We are what we think, but we also are what we eat. And if we have the wrong diet, we're going to engage in the wrong act. If you eat 1 meal,
You better masseuse, really don't bother nobody.
I just wanted you to know.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. All right.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mamba Dad, coming to you from the first Black Republic. You know, the media, they don't want to put respect on our name and say, when they say Haiti, they always say the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Y'all need to say Haiti, the first Black Republic, okay? That's our tagline right there. Not the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Haiti, the first Black Republic. They don't want to say that because they still feel that whipping that was put on them. You see how Israel bombing Gaza and it's flat and everybody's, you know, they ain't even got no reason to be going off like that. I mean, they do have reason, but not to that level. It's out of proportion. But what they did to Africans on this land, they deserved every ass whooping they got. Deserved it. And the world knows it. But yet they want to throw sanctions on Haiti. And you know you deserved that ass whooping. You know you deserved it. And they still feel it. And they still mad about it because this here is the pearl of the Antilles. And I'm going to show y'all why it's the pearl of the Antilles. Because they will never show you that. They would just show you the city and maybe a pile of garbage with a little goat eating it or something crazy. But I'm going to show y'all. Y'all will leave Bobby Land alone. Y'all will leave the U.S. alone when I show you how good y'all working for bills. You're working for bills in the U.S. That's all the fuck you doing, working for bills and to fund these wars. If I show you the apartment that I rented for my people to come in December, I rented it for $1,400 a year, not a month, a year. And they can sleep 4 people easily, but you know, we're gonna stretch that out. We're gonna stretch that out. I can fit 8. But I'm gonna show you $1,400 a year. If y'all come to Haiti with like 10 grand, you're gonna live so good for a year. The United States is overpriced, overrated, over every something. You're working for bills. You're not living. You're not living. You're just down there working for bills. Got to be crazy. This is where I want to retire, honey. This is where I plan to retire. Okay?
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm going to show y'all in another video. Because I actually just set up the kitchen.
See, this is why I want to retire. I feel it, though. Because we is working for bills, though. It should make me reconsider. Really.
Yeah. And put like a couple beds in there, a couple full-size beds. But I'm gonna show you guys the people who are coming here in December, so that you'll know. And when you come, you're gonna see that, oh my God, they've been lying to y'all. Okay? Because a lot of people who are going to America, walking and migrating to America, y'all in for a surprise. Y'all in for a big surprise, okay? Y'all think, you know, when I come to Haiti, I got money free. That's how they act. No, baby. Y'all in for a big surprise. Y'all about to work for bills. You're working for bills. And those bills come every month. Not every year. Every month. I'm Mambo Dad. I'm going to show y'all.
This video is for Samuel Jackson and Samuel Jackson only, and I'm going to do my best to get through it without crying, but I cannot make any promises. But I want to explain why his role as Uncle Sam hit me so hard, why it was my favorite part of the entire performance, and why it's making me emotional. Now, while his entire performance as Uncle Sam was stellar, it was jarring, it was challenging, it was so many things, there is one line that he said that has really hit a lot of us deeply, and I know it hit me deeply. And that was the deduct one life line. Now, for those who don't know, Uncle Samuel Jackson has been about that life. He has been a part of the civil rights movement. He was a part of the Black Panther movement. He has done protests, and he has seen, touched, and felt the hard work our ancestors endured for us to have our freedoms that we have today. If you can say we have freedoms. But the reason why the deduct one lifeline hit me so deeply is because that was the tail end of him saying, oh, you got your buddies with you. Cultural cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. You know who I thought about? MLK Jr. Us being in community, they don't like that. That is the cultural cheat code. So what do they do whenever we get together in camaraderie and remind ourselves of who we are? They deduct one life. Did y'all know that Samuel Jackson was an usher at Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral? This is where I get a little emotional, because who better to talk about playing the game than an elder black man whose hands have touched the result of us trying to play and beat the game? Who better to talk about playing the game than a man who has been around and seen it all, done it all, and tried to navigate it all? Who better than to tell you how to play the white man's game than a black man who has survived it, you know? Samuel Jackson, if you ever get to see this, I hope you understand and know just how revered and appreciated you are in the black community. And as much as it saddens me that even in you being an elder, you still are saying the same things and fighting for the same thing you have spent your entire life fighting for, I hope you know that your role in this halftime show, I don't think I even fully grasp the impact that it has and will have for years to come. This video is for Samuel Jackson and Samuel.
That is dope, man. That's dope. I didn't know he was an usher for the MLK funeral. I didn't know that. That's dope. Wow. Even though they might be playing on our hearts and stuff, you know, I feel like it's still a message. They still giving a message, man. You know, it's not a bad message, you know. You can take it however you want to take it, you know. But hey, y'all, man, that is going to do it for today. There will not be no more uploads for today, but I'm doing this thing where I'm going to do 3 videos a day. I'm going to see how that works. Instead of just making a long video, I'm going to just do 3 videos a day. We're going to do that. You guys just keep supporting and keep these videos coming. You guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.